Imagine a king who could be both humble and harsh, pious and ruthless, loved and hated, all at the same time. This was Aurangzeb Alamgir, the last great Mughal emperor. History still debates whether he was a good ruler or a harsh one. Let's explore why. Aurangzeb is remembered for his strict religious outlook. He reimposed the jizya tax on non-Muslims, which earlier emperors like Akbar had removed. At the same time, Muslims were required to pay zakat, a compulsory charitable tax. This shows that the system applied to everyone according to their religion and was mainly meant to collect revenue and protect the empire, not to discriminate. Aurangzeb's policy toward temples was a double-edged sword. On one hand, he ordered the destruction of some temples like Kashi Vishwanath and Varanasi, especially when they became centers of rebellion or anti-Mughal activity. On the other hand, he also granted land and protection to several temples, like those in Ujjain and Somnath, showing that his actions were more political than purely religious. Aurangzeb was very different from the kings before him. While most rulers lived in luxury, he chose a simple lifestyle. He stitched his own caps, wrote out copies of the Quran by hand, and avoided unnecessary show. Many people respected him for this discipline and devotion. But on the other hand, he was very strict. He banned music, dancing, and many forms of entertainment in his court. For artists, musicians, and nobles who were used to the colorful, lively atmosphere of Akbar or Shah Jahan's courts, this was a big change. Life in Aurangzeb's court felt more serious and less joyful. Some admired his focus, while others felt he had taken away the sparkle of Mughal culture. Aurangzeb wasn't just a ruler, he was also a fearless military commander. Under his leadership, the Mughal Empire reached its greatest size, stretching all the way from Afghanistan in the north to the far south of India. No other Mughal emperor ruled such a vast territory. But this success came with a heavy price. Aurangzeb was almost always at war, whether fighting in the Deccan, dealing with the Marathas, or putting down rebellions. These endless battles drained the empire's wealth, weakened the army, and created unrest among the people. Soldiers were tired, taxes kept rising, and local rulers started resisting his control. The Mughal Empire became powerful in size, but fragile in strength, like a balloon blown too big, ready to burst. Aurangzeb's family politics were tricky. He defeated and executed his elder brother Dara Shikoh, and imprisoned his father, Shah Jahan. Why? He believed only he could maintain the empire's stability and feared Dara's liberal policies might weaken Islamic law. Harsh as it seems, Aurangzeb considered it necessary for political security. Aurangzeb emphasized order, discipline, and morality across his empire. Gambling, alcohol, and other activities he considered immoral were banned. Importantly, he appointed officials based on merit, not religion or background. Capable Hindus and Muslims alike held key positions in the administration. However, disobedience was met with strict punishment, which sometimes created tension, showing that while merit was valued, discipline and loyalty were non-negotiable. Aurangzeb has been portrayed in novels and movies as cruel and intolerant. For instance, Chaava shows him negatively. But it's crucial to know this story is fictional, written by a Maratha author, not based on historical records. Such portrayals reflect imagination and cultural perspective, not reality. History, in contrast, shows a ruler who was disciplined, pious, politically firm, and complex. So, was Aurangzeb a good king or a harsh ruler? The answer is, both. He was pious, disciplined, and expanded the empire, yet also strict, sometimes harsh, and constantly at war. Aurangzeb's story reminds us that history is rarely black and white. A ruler can be a hero for some, a stern disciplinarian for others, and a subject of debate for generations. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up and do subscribe for more videos.